Hello, hello! So it's Christmas morning. Well, technically it's Christmas afternoon, but we're gonna pretend it's Christmas morning. So all 5 members of the Brown family are now back at home, and there's only 3 bedrooms. So last night was a bit chaotic, so lots of us didn't sleep. Hence why we got up late. Now we're all adults, we don't have to worry about Santa Claus in that respect. I'm currently in the lounge, surrounded by mega hyper cats. Somehow one of the cats got hold of a Brussels sprout this morning and it's become their new best friend. And all 3 of them are fighting over it. They love it. I think it's because they can get their claws in and pull it apart. And right at this very moment, they are all attacking the Christmas tree. With 5 people in the house, it's difficult to keep them out of here, so we're letting them reign free. So our Christmas day probably won't start for another 2-3 hours, and that's okay because that's sort of how our family works. So my brother and my sister have gone for a walk. I'm gonna go for a drive. Hello? You can't come with me, I'm afraid. Nope, nope. This is one of my favourite places to go on Christmas Day. I forgot to bring my coat, but luckily it's not too cold today. Amazingly, it's quite mild, but windy. Okay, car key, camera. So this is what we call salt marshes. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind. And there's some shipwrecks over here somewhere, around there. There we go. This is somewhere you don't get to see too often. This is the loft with the slanted ceilings. Whew, I'm out of breath. I must admit I was a bit surprised how many people were out today, but then Dad reminded me that it is quite mild, so lots of people aren't put off going out today. Darn it. So yeah, there were more cars on the road and I did bump into a couple of people on my way back. Anyway, now everyone's home, it's time for Christmas dinner. I think the difference this year though is that there's lots of non-meat eaters in the family. It's going to be interesting. Greg's singing. I don't know how my younger self ever made videos in a house with 5 people. I'm now a pescatarian and Ellie's a vegetarian. We'll see. Right, I've got to get up now. Oh, my back. Yes, I do still have back pain. Ooh.
Ellie?
It's me. Yep. Eleanor? She's with Maldon. Greg wants you.
Want me?
Yep, you.
holidays.
Hello, I'm skipping forwards a bit, but I think the next bit sort of needs a bit of narration. I think we've reached that period in the evening where half the family are hyper and the other half are asleep. It's weird. You can probably hear my family, they're in the room below me, and my goodness, they're loud. So loud I'm surprised that Dad's managing to sleep. Bless him. It's weird, we didn't watch Doctor Who this year. We did watch the Queen's speech, though. We always watch the Queen's speech. Grandad's very patriotic. My family and I don't tend to do presents in the morning. We tend to put it between Christmas dinner and pudding, that big gap where you're sort of processing your Christmas dinner. But something else that we did differently this year was we did Secret Santa. It didn't feel that secret though, because by the end of it everyone sort of knew who had given who what. I gave my sister Lush, so that was a big giveaway. But it was nice because it meant you only had 1 or 2 big presents that you really needed or wanted, as opposed to lots of random things that you don't necessarily need.
It's lovely, Evan.
Ta-da! A little German clock.
It's lovely.
You like it?
I do, yeah.
I didn't love you enough to buy a battery for it.
No.
I forgot.
But what did I get? As you can see here, this parcel was huge and it was heavy as well. I was a bit nervous receiving that. Excited, but it was big. But it is something that I've really wanted. It's a smoothie and soup maker. To be honest, there's so many different things you can do with it by the looks of it on the packaging. I don't really know quite what it is, but I'm happy. And the last thing I received, I will let you see me open it because this was my genuine reaction. I have wanted this for so long. So yeah, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'm very grateful to finally have that. I can catch up with everybody now. Although we did do Secret Santa, there were a few extra presents. For example, I did something special for my dad. I painted him something that meant a lot to him and to me. You guys won't really understand what it is, but yeah, it's quite special and he was quite chuffed with that.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh, look at that.
To be fair,
Oh, look at
these
that.
presents not only tasty,
Oh,
Dad,
enjoyable,
Dad.
it's
Sit.
good for health.
That'll keep you quiet.
No, right, Grandad.
Some of our extended family gave us gifts, so Auntie Phil and Uncle Pete gave us pens. It's one of those extendable pens, so that's handy. I'm back in the bedroom. Oh yeah. I haven't spent the whole day in here, I promise. My family and I spent the rest of the evening together, so we had tea, we played games, we watched films, got a bit tipsy. I'm still a bit tipsy, but it's a good tipsy. I've had rosé today, I've had mulled wine. I like mulled wine, but only at this time of year, and the real mulled wine. It's gotta be cloudy, it's gotta have bits in it. Oh. And it's gotta be hot. You can't just heat it in the microwave. You gotta boil it on the stove, do it properly, which is what I did. And oh, it was so good. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna have another one. Why not? Although I've had my camera with me all day, I have not really focused on it as much. I've just shot things spontaneously, not much planning. You guys know how I feel about Christmas, and it is a very weird day. It's a weird period. And I must admit I am kind of happy today's over, in a way. Not just today, it's like the end of this festive, happy period. It makes the evening feel better for me, I think. There's still a few days to the end of the year, but today is the big day everything's been building up to for lots of people. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, some of my family were getting notifications of sales that were starting tonight, and I'm just like, no, just let today go past. Wait. And just so you know, tomorrow I won't be buying anything. Tomorrow is actually my mum's birthday, Boxing Day, oh yeah. Talking of family, the cats have been so cute today, really cute. It's their first Christmas. So we've had lots of fun with the cats today, and the cats have had so much fun with the Brussels sprouts. What's the point in spending loads of money on fancy toys when they go for the bubble wrap and food?
Christmas channels, they'll have them playing all day.
That you talk to me like that.
No, being a kitten.
Are they?
We have to keep shutting all the
They
doors.
want us to shut them over mine.
But you can't open any windows.
Anyway, I'm talking too much. I hope you have enjoyed this. In editing I will try and shake this up a bit, but I hope whatever you've seen you've liked, because I've liked doing this. I've got 1 or 2 videos to go up before the end of the year, so this is not my last video of this year, don't worry. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish putting my pyjamas on. Some of you might have noticed that I have my pyjamas on from like halfway through the video. Whoops.